Merhaba, ben Tamer. Sen? Ben Tamer. Sen? Of, çok pardon. Çok pardon. Ben Tamer. Siz? Ben Tamer. Siz? Hı hı. Hmm. Memnun oldum. Memnun oldum. Güzel. Hmm. Nasılsın? Nasılsın? Of, çok pardon. Çok pardon. Nasılsınız? Nasılsınız? Sen. Sen mi? Sen. Güzel. Teşekkür ederim. Ben de iyiyim. Teşekkür ederim. Ben de iyiyim. Well, now that we just met each other, it's time to meet this beauty, the Turkish language. It's a Turkic language. So that means Turkish is related to Azerbaijani, Türkmen, Özbek, Tatar, Kazakh, Kyrgyz languages. You can see the similarities and differences among Turkic languages here. Of course, this is just a basic chart, and Turkic languages are not limited to this number. Definitely check them out on Wikipedia for further information. Evet, it's an agglutinative language. So that means you get suffix, suffixes, and some more suffixes. Öğren, öğrenmek is the verb stem. Öğrendi is the past tense suffix. Me is I. Öğrendim. I learned. Let's see the negation suffix also. Öğrenmek, again, is the verb stem. Me is the negation after verbs. D is the past tense suffix. Me is I. Öğrenmedim. I didn't learn. Hopefully you won't say that after this video. It's a subject-object-verb language, but the majority of time the personal ending will tell you the subject, so we can say this type of word order is what you will see the most. That at the end is I am. But more on them in the next videos. It's a gender-neutral language, so that means there is no he, she, it. There is only o. And like there is no he, she, it, there's no her, his, its. There is only onun. Good news. Turkish doesn't have articles. Kitap means book. A book and the book. Bu, kitap. This is a book. Kitap, orada. The book is there. Maybe we don't have articles, but this doesn't mean we cannot specify things. Kitap ver. Give book. Give a book. Give some book. Kitabı ver. Give the book. That little guy at the end is working as the, but only with transitive verbs. I will elaborate on that when we learn the case suffixes. Kedi gördüm. I saw cat. I saw a cat. I saw some cat. Kediyi gördüm. I saw the cat. Well, we cannot really call this an article, but when you use structures like a nice car, a beautiful book, there is this word bir that occurs between the adjective and noun, and it works like a and in English. especially in literary language. By the way, bir means one, so it will sound like beautiful one book, like wait Yoda, it's not your turn yet. So basically both güzel kitap and güzel bir kitap mean a beautiful book, but the one on the left, that's what I would say. And the one on the right, güzel bir kitap, that's what I would write. Let's see an example. Harry Potter, güzel kitap. Harry Potter, güzel bir kitap. İki Kule, harika film. İki Kule, harika bir film. İki Kule, by the way, the two towers. But is it two towers or two tower? Evet. No plurals with numbers and determiners of quantity. Kitaplar, books. İki kitap, two books. Literally, two book. Those numbers are enough. Masada çok kitap var. There are many books on the table. But it looks like there are many book on the table because many is enough for us to know that it's plural. It has question particles when you ask yes-no questions. Mı, mi, mu, mü are our question particles. You will hear them a lot. Get used to them. Türkçe öğreniyor. He learns Turkish. Türkçe öğreniyor. Türkçe öğreniyor mu? Does he learn Turkish? Türkçe öğreniyor mu? It has a flexible word order. So that means emphasis may change the word order. Let's see. Türkçe öğreniyor mu? Does he learn Turkish? Türkçe öğreniyor mu? Türkçe mi öğreniyor? Türkçe mi öğreniyor? He learns Turkish? Somebody is surprised. Intonation matters, like really. But don't worry, the context and the suffixes that they work with will tell you which is which. So seriously, no big deal. At least for me. Konuşma. Konuşma. Don't speak. Don't talk. Konuşma. Konuşma. And konuşma dersi. Konuşma dersi. Konuşma dersi. Do you see the difference? You don't? Because you cannot. You are supposed to hear it. It was spontaneous, sorry. It's the language of harmonies. So we have the vowel harmony, where you divide the vowels into two groups, back vowels and front vowels. And then the harmony of lips, or four-way vowel harmony, where you really care whether your lips are straight or round when you pronounce the suffixes. And the consonant harmony, where you meet fıstıkçı Şahap, Şahap the peanut seller, and suddenly start to care whether the last consonant of the word is hard or soft. Evet, it has interacted with many languages. The latest copy of the Turkish dictionary consists of this much words. It looks difficult. Please don't make me pronounce it in English. Here is a number of some loanwords in Turkish. Arapça 6467. Fransızca 5253. Farsça 1359. Yunanca 400. Almanca 98. İtalyanca 89. Is it just me or did it feel like Eurovision a little? Written in Latin alphabet since 1928. So that means 5 years after the foundation of the Republic, we switched to the Latin alphabet. Well, what did we use before? The Old Turkic script between 8th and 9th centuries. It's so difficult to pronounce, like TH at the end. And then the Old Uyghur alphabet between 9th and 14th centuries. but the majority of Turkic people had already switched to the Arabic alphabet in 11th century. This means we use the Arabic alphabet for almost 1,000 years. And then we switched to the Latin alphabet in 1928. Well, considering the fact that Turkish has 8 vowels and it being very different than Arabic language, it has always been a struggle to write in Turkish using the Arabic alphabet. The Turkic history is full of attempts to reform the alphabet, and us Turks are not even the first Turkic people to switch to the Latin alphabet. But that's another story for another time. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder and father of modern Turkey, took the initiative and changed the alphabet in order to increase the literacy rate. In a couple years, the numbers of literate people increased significantly. Thanks to this change, we now have an almost perfect alphabet that works very well for both Turks and foreigners. Okay, it's the language of rules, not the language of exceptions. But of course there are some exceptions, but there are few. But majority of time, the grammar rules that you'll learn will work. And that's an amazing feeling as a learner, isn't it? I'm looking at you, French and English and German. In fact, I'm looking at you, European languages. It has many local dialects, just like England, I would say. But don't worry. Why? Because the standard dialect is Istanbul Turkish, and that's what you will watch and listen the most on Turkish media. While you might ask, why is it not Ankara's dialect but Istanbul's? At the end, our capital is Ankara, right? That's because Istanbul has been the cultural center of Turkey for centuries. Well, I hope you found it enjoyable and informative. If you found this video informative, the next video will blow your mind. It's not just an alphabet video, I promise. If you click here, we will see each other on that video and we will both be happy. Görüşürüz.